Families, do you feel like no matter how you try to help, you keep getting told what not to do, so you try something else and get told not to do that either? Frustrating, right? Individuals, do you ever feel like your family really wants to help, but even when you set boundaries, they just find another way to step in and help? And you end up having to step in and tell them to stop that too? Also frustrating? Well, good news. You've both got something in common. You're both exceedingly frustrated. And that's why I want to share something with you I call the Aunt Mildred Solution, straight from my book, Living Well with Psychosis. Hi, I'm Dr. Brinen. I'm a psychologist and I'm a co-creator of recovery-oriented cognitive therapy. On this channel, I share tools that work for individuals, families, mental health providers, navigating the journey of recovery from psychosis and other mental health struggles. Today, I'm going to share with you a simple principle. It helps families stop guessing about how to help, and it stops individuals from feeling overwhelmed and instead feel supported by the families who are trying to help them. So that way, everyone is rowing in the same direction. When I'm talking about family, I'm throwing a wide net. I mean anyone who would play that role. It could be a parent, it could be a sibling, it could be a partner or a neighbor, a close friend, or someone serving the individual. Anyone who's considered a family member. If so, the Aunt Mildred Solution is for you. But this practice goes back to a Dr. Brinen origin story. My great Aunt Mildred loved her family, and because she loved us so much, she always wanted to help. But sometimes when we want to help people, that means that we end up getting in the way. One time, my Aunt Mildred was trying to help my mom out. So my mom sent Aunt Mildred out to help me because I was doing some chores in the backyard. Before I knew it, Aunt Mildred was helping me so much and it was getting in the way. I kept telling her what not to do. Within minutes, she was making it harder for me to get my chores done, not easier. But then it clicked for me. I was telling her what not to do. I wasn't telling her what to do. I needed to give her a role, and that's the Aunt Mildred Solution. So I asked Aunt Mildred to help me. My hands were wet and I needed paper towels to dry off what I was doing. And sure enough, she wanted to help me. She was the best paper towel giver ever. And you know what? I always look back on that afternoon and I really enjoyed my time with Aunt Mildred. She went from interfering to really helpful. So families and individuals, that's the Aunt Mildred Solution. Don't tell family members what not to do. We need to tell family members what to do. Here's how we put it into practice. 1, sit down as a family. 2, make a list of things that actually feel supportive. For example, inviting you to join in an activity when you're isolating, practicing skills together, offering some love when you're feeling stressed, noticing that you're feeling distressed and just checking in, providing a menu of options when you're struggling. Also, make a list of things that have not been helpful. If people don't know that they're not being helpful, they can't stop doing those things. Also, turn the unhelpful behaviors into helpful behaviors. For example, instead of nudging somebody to use your skills, a more helpful approach might be, hey man, I see you're pretty stressed. Want to try something together? In that situation, we're not pushing the person off and saying, fix yourself. We're saying, hey, let's fight this battle together. We're a team, we're a family. The solution is pretty simple. If families don't know how to help, they feel desperate, so they're going to invent ways to help. And some of those things are going to feel unhelpful or invasive. But if they have clear and useful ways to help, they're going to channel all of that helping energy into a way that's really helpful and really supportive and focused on recovery. For individuals, validate your family's intentions, even if they're coming off a little bit clumsy. Say something like, I know you want to help and I feel that you're stressed out. I feel stressed out too. Let's figure this thing out together. And if you're the family, instead of going directly to solving the problem and helping or guessing what to do, say directly to your loved one, I really want to be helpful. Can you tell me anything I can do? And if they say, I don't know or nothing, let them know I'm here if you think of something. The Aunt Mildred Solution isn't a one-time fix. It's an ongoing conversation. We may come up with ideas one time and then need to revise them as we try them out. In this way, we keep building our team. That's the Aunt Mildred Solution. And that's Aunt Mildred. Wasn't she beautiful? Didn't she love her family? The Aunt Mildred Solution. Tell people what to do and suddenly help becomes helpful. You get the best paper towel givers ever. If you want more tools like this, check out my book, Living Well with Psychosis from Guilford Press. You'll find strategies for individuals, families, and professionals alike. And if you're trying to find solutions as a family for the Aunt Mildred Solution, there's a ton of them in the book. And if you've already read it, and you found it helpful, I'd love if you'd leave a thoughtful review on Amazon. It sure does help spread the word. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing that's been helpful in your family? Drop it in the comments below. I read them all and I respond to them all. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who wants to turn frustration into teamwork. And hey, YouTube thinks this playlist on family, that's for you. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.